Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. How are you? I hope your week's been going well. I can't believe it's Friday already. All the days kind of blend together for me, especially with Corona. But yeah, it's Friday. What? Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome back. And anybody who's new, a big welcome to you. Please make sure you hit subscribe so you won't miss out on a video. I do daily uploads and I will be doing some surprise live streams. So make sure your notifications are on. Anyway, this is Tarot at 12. We are doing free live tarot readings. Donations do take priority. So if you would like to make sure that your question is read, please consider a donation. In between, or in the absence of, I should say, donations, I do select freebies. So we'll just see kind of how the day plays out, and we'll go from there. So if you do donate, please write donated in the chat. It really helps me and my moderators kind of figure out who's who, because PayPal obviously is a lot different name-wise than YouTube. All right, let's say hi to a few people, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Leo Lunacy Tarot, how are you? Serena, how are you doing? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Himadri, hello, how are you? And thank you for the like. Love Life, how you doing? Charlie Bear, how are you? Kiss JG, I was just thinking about you. I hope everything's going well. Let's see. Oh, Jane J, hello. Thank you so much for helping out. You do such a great job. Coco Babe, Love Life. Srishiti, hello. I hope I said your name right. Anyway, let's get going. We do have a donation. We have 2 donations from Serena. So we are going to kick it off with Serena. After that, I do not have any donations in the queue. So after this, if I don't have any other donations, I will select some freebies. But let's get going with Serena. All right, here we go. Thank you, Serena, and thank you for your donation. Okay. All right, I had a really bad day receiving this negative review calling me a fraud, and I'm really upset. 1, will this review impact my page and sales? All right, well, I'm going to tell you one thing. This is from me, Serena. Oh, wait, but by the way, I have the Everyday Witch spread out with my clear quartz to kind of get it open. We'll see what I'm going to use for your question. I almost forgot to say that. I'll say this from somebody who knows what you're talking about. Bad reviews, while they suck and they don't make you feel good, it's hard because we always think about what's bad more than we think about what's good. When you go to a restaurant, you've had a good meal, you might say, oh yeah, that was pretty good. But when you've had a shitty meal or a bad meal, you tell everybody, oh my God, I had this terrible meal, so it's the bad stuff. So first of all, that's what's sticking in your mind because it just happened, right? And nobody wants bad reviews. What I'm going to say is, you know what? That just means more people are looking. And I'll tell you what, if they're calling you a fraud, then I'll tell you what, they're probably trying to do the same thing, trying to discredit you. That's the word, discredit you. I would not even let it bother you, quite frankly. But I do know how the negative reviews do impact some of the stats. So let's take a look and see what's happening with that. And I'm going to use the Deviant Moon to kick it off. Now, she's my cat. Wow, my animals are sure a pain in the bazoo when I'm trying to do stuff. Let me just get this out of the way here. Hold on one second. There we go. Now I am going to move that. Okay, perfect. All right, now she can't get up here. I put a piece of cardboard. My little cutie. All right, let's see what we've got now. Oops, that's where I was. All right. Hey, you guys, while I've got some people here, I wanted to ask you to do me a favor. In the comments of the show, can you please tell me some questions you'd like to see me do some general reads for, like a timeless message, so that whenever, you know, somebody's drawn to it, it would appeal for them. Please let me know. You know, I really trust you guys, and obviously you're the audience. So let me know, please. It would really help me out, and that way I can provide cool stuff for you. All right. So what's going on with this bad review? Is this going to impact the channel? Oops, I forgot to put it back up there. Man, I'm out of it today. Okay. So let us see. Is this going to upset or impact the sales? Is this going to impact the sales? Okay. All right, let's find out what we've got. Move that over. All right. I always think it's good luck when my cat jumps up here when I'm doing readings. I don't know. She jumps up all the time. So, but when I'm doing readings, I don't know why, but I always just think, oh, that's a special little good luck. All right. For those of you who aren't familiar with how I read, I do put out an energy card, and then I have a 3-card spread. So we're going to take a look at the energy. All right. Well, this is you. This is your worry. That's exactly what this is. The 9 of Swords. This is kind of about being kept up at night. This is about thinking. This is about, you know, worrying. Clearly, this is you. And it's the strongest energy, you know, being picked up now. So while you are a human being, and I totally get your feelings, because this is the primary energy, this shows that this is kind of overshadowing other things. So at some point, you're going to need to shake it off, because you got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off at some point when you feel like you've kind of, you know, sometimes we just need to go through it for a little while. I totally get it. I am not at all criticizing, because I'm this girl too. So that's what this is saying, though, being the energy card. That's important to note. Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna affect your page at all. I don't. Again, this is you worrying. Okay, so worry. Here we've got our 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups says, you know what? Who cares about that review? Who cares? Look at her. She's like throwing it over the side even. Nope, don't care about that, right? Next, we have Justice. Our Justice card talks about fairness. It talks about balance. Those negative things, they will balance out in the wash. You know, you get enough positive, clearly it kind of cancels it out. Even on YouTube, you know, when you have a channel in the back end, you can see like what your analytics are, what your percentage is, you know, and not everybody's gonna love everything. And people are more ready to talk about what they don't like than what they do. So it's unfortunate that sometimes we don't see those positive reviews, like this was great, or, you know, oh, I love your scent, or, you know, whatever. People are more willing to say, oh, I didn't like it, you know, because that's just, I don't know, human nature. But the Justice card says it will balance out. The Justice card says you need to plow ahead. This is exactly what's going on, because it's right next to this one. You need to just plow forward. Do not worry about that. Get it out of there. And here's our Queen of Swords. This is also you. This is who you need to be. This is a business, man. I know you got to love it, because you do love it. And you also want to enjoy it, because this is what you're doing, correct? This is what you need to do, though. You need to treat it a little bit more like a business. You will get a thicker skin over time. Those negative things will balance out, and there is not one person on online business who has not received a negative. Not one. I would bet 1,000 billion trillion gazillion dollars. That just shows you that more people are interacting. You know what? You can also delete it. Well, I don't know what site you're on. I don't know the ins and outs, but you can delete it on YouTube. But you know, screw that guy. Screw that guy. That's what our Queen of Swords is saying. Screw that person. Screw them. Who cares? That just means more people are watching. Shake it off. We got to be Taylor Swift. Shake it off. Oh, God, I won't sing. Don't worry. That's saying shake it off. So that's telling you kind of how to deal with it, but we're not seeing if it's going to affect your channel ratings or your sales or whatever it's called on your site. Let's take a look at the cut card, though, because that is what we want to know. Boom. Again, shake it off, man. It's just saying shake it off. Again, we got our 8 of Cups. She's walking away from it. She's not looking at it. because it doesn't matter. She's just going to keep plowing forward. So again, that's a little bit more of what we've got, but I want to do a throwdown about the sales. Is this going to affect sales? I'm guessing no, just because of what I know. Not that I'm the guru, but I do know quite a bit. No, it is not going to affect sales. We have the Magician. Sorry, I look at the cards and not the screen, so I don't notice when they're not in view sometimes. Anyway, the Magician, I did a throwdown for this, and I said, are the sales going to be affected? And the Magician popped up. The Magician creates new things. You just gotta, you know what? You say something to that dude, you don't even need to delete it. You can just go, oh, I'm so sorry that it wasn't up to your expectations. Or, whatever. Say something, that sounds nice when you're typing it. Be like, you're a dick, screw you, but, you just got to, or delete it. Delete it. Or ignore it. If you can't delete it, respond to it like you don't care. Like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, good luck to you. Have a great day. Done. Shake it off. If I could sing, I would sing you that entire Taylor Swift song. Which is funny because I just heard it in the grocery store. Of all places, I heard it in the grocery store. Oh, all right. So let's get to your second one. I hope that helped. That was a lot of advice for you. Really picked up on your, and it's good that you care, Serena. I mean, that's awesome. You should care. You shouldn't just be like, man, I don't give a shit if people say, but you got to shake it off because you're going to get those. That's not your first. It won't be your last. It's just the nature of dealing with the public. All right. And yes, so the list is random. I will select freebies randomly once I read donations. Donations do come first. I do have one more for Serena. You've already written your question. I'll grab that in just 1 second. But I also see Coco Babe. Thank you, Coco Babe. I didn't see you come in. Coco Babe is also donated for 2. And then we have Dr. Red. Don't worry, Dr. Red. I'm not going to sing today, to you at least. I probably will. So, all right. Let's get back up to Serena's second question. I lost it. Nope, here it is. All right. So you've had a really bad day. I totally get it, Serena. I'm the same way. And then you think about it for days, and then you forget about the good ones. You got to think of the good ones. It's those negative that impact us, and think about them because we don't like them. All right. So how are sales going to go in January? Let's use a cool. We got to use this. We do. We have to use the Everyday Witch because why? Because it's awesome. That is why. All right. So how are sales going to go for Serena this month? This month, January 2021. How are sales going to go for Serena? All right, let's see what we've got. Don't forget, guys, please write something in the comments of the show, not in the chat because I can't find them sometimes. But I want to know what cool things you think you'd like to see for a timeless message. Let me know. Please, please, please. I need your help. All right, so let's see how sales are going to go. Here's our energy card, the Fool. Look at her. Look at how excited she's looking. Woohoo! Well, the Fool is about trusting, trusting in things. It talks about, look at, she's ready she's so happy and excited to start off. She's ready to jump off, walk right off that cliff. She's not even looking. She's got her broom. She's ready to fly. That sounds mighty good. Let's see what this is. We want to see Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Ooh, you got the Ooh La La card. All right, so now what it's going to look like, sales. It looks like you are going to be making some money. We've got our Four of Pentacles. I said Pentacles and we got one. So I do think you're going to be making some money, but what the cards are saying is that you might want to be very careful to hold on to it. I'm going to tell you just personal experience. Start a spreadsheet if you haven't already, or if you have a system that you use, like a CRM or whatever, but you got to keep track. And this is saying, keep your eye on where the money's coming from, what days are best. You know, you can obviously cross-reference them. Okay, what did I do? Do I need to change my advertising? Did I change my pricing? Am I posting things at different times? You know, I don't know your site, but I'm thinking of YouTube stuff. So you got to hold on to that. So yes, it looks like you will, but you're going to want to hold on to it. Again, our Fool is telling us that this is a great thing. Yeehaw with our Witch. The Star talks about hopefulness. It also talks about recognition. Think movie star. Star. It's the star. So she's awesome. She's the star. Well, we want you to be the star because we want you to be successful. We want you to have the money because that's also part of the success. You're doing this for a reason. I'm hoping that you love it, but also, hey man, we got to be realistic. We got to make money. So this is saying that you're on the right track. This one is really jamming that home. On the right track. If this were a love question, what would I say? Ooh la la. It's the ooh la la card. But this is not a love question. So what this is saying is, you know what? You're being smart about your business. You have to think about all these things. You can't just walk around tra la la, you know, with flower petals falling out of your butt. You know, you gotta be realistic. But you still have to love it, because if you don't love it, you're going to hate your life. Once you get it all set up, and then you have to keep going. If you don't love it, it's going to turn into a regular old 9-to-5 type of feeling, right? Where you're like, oh, geez, what am I doing? So you got to continue to remind yourself of why you love it. And if you're not loving it, you got to find out why and kick that into high gear like our Knight of Cups, right? So money's looking good, but it is saying you need to hold on to it, or at least be careful with it. So let's see what the cut card is about the money for 2021, January. Boom. 9 of Wands. We got another one saying hold on to it. Okay. So our 9 of Wands, this is talking about being cautious. This talks about, you know, waiting. So this is saying don't overspend. You know, you're not going to want to be like, oh, I'm going to buy, you know, invest all this money in all these new products. You know, you're still I don't know how far along you are in it, but it is saying, you know, you're going to want to be very thoughtful about how you spend your money, or where you're investing your time, because time is included with Pentacles. So you know what, I'm telling you from experience, in sales, not with this, but in sales, you got to set a schedule. You got to write it down. You got to have a spreadsheet, a system. And even though in the moment it'd be like, oh geez, why am I writing all this down? Trust me, it is going to matter later. So you know what, stay organized, stay in love with your game here, and hold on to the money. It looks like it's going to be here though. You're just going to have to hold on to it. All right, Serena, I hope that helped. Good luck. I'm thinking some, you know, some money thoughts for you. What's the word? I can't think of my words lately. I don't know what my deal is. I don't know, man. My vocabulary has been sucked out of my brain like a vacuum somehow. All right, Coco Babe, thank you so much for your donation. Coco Babe, Coco Babe. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta stop. But I love it. I love singing. Everybody else doesn't love it. All right, Coco Babe, I'm not seeing your question, hun, so go ahead and write it down there for me. And I will get to your first question. Let me see who else is here to say hello. Angie R., how you doing? Jaded Kate, I didn't see you come in. Hello. We've got several moderators here today. Everybody give them a high five. We've got Jane J, we've got Jaded Kate, and we have Kiss JG. Everybody high five. They deserve it. All right. A cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookies. Love your name. That is hilarious. All right. We are doing some donations right now. This is a free show, but I do offer the option to make sure you get a reading. You can give a donation and I'll read your question first. Some shows, it's all donations. Some shows, it's all freebies. So it's just kind of a crapshoot trying to figure out what happens. Some days, again, are all donations. And right now I am working on a donation question. Kitty, another mod. Oh, hello, Kitty. How are you? Oh, Coco Babe. Thank you. Thank you. You have to put your voice to YouTube. Yeah, you know, you don't. You don't. I have another channel. Ooh, you guys got to go check it out. It is called Change Your Thoughts. I just started it, and I'm literally doing all kinds of educational stuff. I'm not even talking. not at all. On live show, yeah, you got to do it. But, yeah. Well, let's get to Coco Bay. I'm sorry. All right. Can you tell me if Rob will work out, or is he trying to use me? I was told he was going to try to use me, and then I had some readers say we will have a good relationship. I'm confused. Yeah, I don't blame you for being confused. Well, one thing I will say, Coco Babe, and I got to take this down to make my point. Energy is always moving. Energy is always swirling. We can change the direction of energy with our thoughts, with our actions. We have free will, but so does everybody else. So they can bonk the energy out of the way. Sometimes things change. The tarot cards, what they do, they are the cell phone to the universe. They are the way to check in. It's like calling up somebody, hello, and saying, what does the energy look like right now? And then it'll say, here's your reading, right? Energy changes. So it's like saying, this is what happens if nothing changes from this point. Energy is always moving. Checking in with the tarot is a great idea. You shouldn't do it any more than 24 hours because of the fact it does get confusing. The energy gets all swirled together. It gets all goofy. So that's not good. Daily is a little much too sometimes, but if you wanted to, you could do it daily. But let's use the in-between tarot and see if we can get any more for you. All right. Oh, no, Coco Babe, I wasn't telling you like you didn't understand. I just thought it was a good question, or a good point, point in the conversation, because not everybody might know that, you know. All right, so we got our in-between. Let me put your question back up. Sorry. Boom. There we go. All right, so will Rob and you work out? Is he, whoa. How long have you guys been together, Coco Babe? Showing going to try to use me, and I had a reader say we will have a good. So I'm assuming you're not together as of now. Yeah, you guys have to check out my new channel. Well, it's new to you because I haven't announced it yet. I only have 2 subscribers, myself and Night Reader Tarot, because I haven't advertised it. I just started it, and I'm doing Law of Attraction clips. So if you're interested, it's called Change Your Thoughts. It's in my description in the little link button. All right, so what's going on with Rob? Coco Babe and Rob. Is he trying to use Coco Babe? He better not be. Better not be. Nobody messes with my friends. Okay. So let me see what is up with this. Martin, I saw you were here. Hello, Martin, 958. Are you still here? Because I got a bird story. And it's a sad one, though. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't tell it. It's a sad one. Yeah, nature of life story. But it also is a little bit of some positive. So if you're here, Martin, let me know. All right. No, you have only been talking for a month through text. Okay, so it's a new relationship. It hasn't quite tipped over that cliff yet to be official, but it's on communication. I mean, communication for a month. All right, so we got the star as our general energy for the spread. This is the in-between tarot, so it also pulls in some of the attributes of the cards that were before and after, which is the star here, obviously, and this next one would be the moon. So what the star is talking about here in the in-between tarot is being kind of led toward something, led toward a light. And I'm not talking literally, I'm talking figuratively. So remember, the cards are symbolism. So, you know, being drawn to you. The star talks about recognition. So it recognizes you specifically, and it says being drawn to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So it looks like this person is still very much connected to you and drawn to you. So let's see what else we've got. All right. Wow. Well, we've got 2 cups. We've got our 4 of cups and we have our Queen of Cups. We also have a 3 of Swords in here. So let's kind of look at what this is. This being drawn to you will apply to each of these. So they will come into the interpretation. The 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups talks about not wanting to see things. It talks about you know, kind of deciding, you know, I have this, but I don't know if I want more kind of thing. Now, don't panic. I don't mean that he doesn't want more of you. That instead to me would kind of mean like, because it is the in-between, you know, it's saying kind of like pushing somebody else away maybe. Let's see what else we've got. We've got our Three of Swords, which is kind of like the death of something greatly held, something that was maybe a new, I know what I'm trying to say, taking a new direction. It is the in-between, so it's with the Four of Swords and our three. So that talks about the death of an idea, like something is not working, so I'm not going to do that anymore, and now I need to decide how I want to do things differently. Have things changed recently with the two of you? Have things changed recently? I see you asking, yeah, is he being drawn to you? Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying there. Here we've got our Queen of Cups on the end. The Queen of Cups, this is awesome. This is the person who is the best spouse. This is somebody who's kind of got it all together, nurturing, loves other people, takes care of them, has that real good energy for emotional connection. Our only thing with our Queen of Cups is that she gets a little upset a little easily. She's a little sensitive. I think that what's going on, he's being drawn to you. Yes, indeed. But I think there might have been other people in there. I don't see anything about using you. I don't see anything about using you. I have the feeling like there was somebody else in the past, perhaps, might be somebody now who was maybe there, who was sort of like on the sidelines, no big deal person. Or it's a past relationship, which could be as well. Something that wasn't working, something that left this person feeling unsatisfied. I don't feel like it was a horrible, huge breakup like trauma. I feel like it was just this person being very unsatisfied, your person, Rob. And therefore, he wants to start off something new, but he doesn't want to get into a situation where now he's trapped with somebody who's unsatisfied. So maybe he didn't get what he wanted. I'm not seeing like a huge like fire and lightning and all these weird things, but I get the real impression he was not emotionally being given what he needed. Maybe he wasn't getting somebody who was affectionate enough. Maybe this person didn't care about what he was doing in his life, you know, so it ended, bonk, goodbye. And now the death of that, Three of Swords, goodbye. How am I going to start off on a new relationship? You. And I'm going to Queen of Cups it. I'm going to Queen of Cups it for you. This is saying he is being drawn to you because he is recognizing that you would be a good partner. You're a very good potential, you know, person to partner up with. But the little bit of the caveat here for you is be careful not to get too emotionally sensitive. You know, don't be too sensitive, because I think that might kind of push him away, at least in this initial thing. If you're like, oh, but you're not doing this for me, blah, blah, blah. Whereas what he's trying to recover from is what somebody else wasn't doing for him. So he can't now deal with, oh, geez, now she's upset too. You see what I mean? Maybe that's what the other people were picking up on. You know, maybe he's afraid that, you know, perhaps you are not going to be the right one. I don't really get anything about using people though. You know, I'm not getting that, but I am getting that something had to change. And, you know, those other readers might have picked up on a little piece of energy that I'm not getting. So that might have been gone, but maybe he was afraid that you were just using him for your own emotional stability. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's see what our cut card is. Cha. All right, Queen of Coins. We got another queen. So what this is saying, this is the outcome energy. Our Queen of Coins. The queens are always very nurturing, and they care about the people. Look at her. She's holding a little baby. You know, she's all this. But she's also very, 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 very much wanting to keep things moving. Keep them moving. She's kind of like the director. I think what this is saying is you're going to have to let him be a little bit more in charge of driving this relationship for now, like letting it evolve. Let him do it, play it by ear based on what he's doing. Do you see what I mean? That's not to say you don't have a say or that you can't say what you want to, but I mean, let him be the guide. Does that make sense? Whoa, Coco, babe. I hope that helped. That could be what, maybe it was kind of like a cross of that, you know, that the other readers were picking up on. I'm not sure. But yeah, I didn't see anything about that using, like he's going to hurt you in some way. All right, let's get to your second. I don't think he's trying to use you. He's been single for long. Well, that could be it too. He's pushing people away. I thought it was another relationship, but it could have been just wanting not any relationship, single. Do you see what I mean? I know, Martin. I know. I don't like it either. But the reason I wanted to tell you this story is because I have some very nice. I've done some nice things to kind of send the energy back to the universe and keep it alive. I guess that was a bad thing. It's not a good one. All right, let's just leave it away. All right. You're very emotional, Coco Babe. Well, that's it. You just got to keep that in tune and check. All right, we got our list up. Thank you. We've got, oh, Charlie Bear, you donated as well. Thank you, thank you. And Kitty and Serena again. Thank you all. All right, so I'm going to write your names down here so I don't lose what I'm doing. Okay, and then Serena. All right, let's get Coco Babe's second question. Yeah, Martin, I feel kind of bad now. I shouldn't even have said that because it is kind of sad. I was very upset, which I guess would be a terrible story to share. But the bottom line is I'm doing something very symbolic. I can't find your second question, hon. I know you wrote it. I thought I saw it. Where'd it go? Here's your first one. I got that. Coco Babe. Thank you, Martin. I do hope they work well. And that's awesome that you put a cardinal down there because there was a sad thing that happened to a cardinal. And I have done a little bit of energy work. And I have some remnants of symbolism for that on my desk. So I think about it every day. I can't find it, honey. Yes, repair the bad. Absolutely. Hey, Shantae, thank you. Thank you for your donation. Welcome. Here we go. I found it, Coco Babe. Takes me a minute. Jeez. All right. Can you let me know how everything will go with the adjuster with the girl that hit my car? Ooh. All right. What do I want? Oh, we got to use the deviant moon. We just have to. Yes, Martin, bird energies. Birds are my animal, man. I am into the birds. They give me messages. I give them energy. They give me energy. I have a very strong affinity to animals. And I am a strong believer in energy and energy work. So, whoops. Okay, how's it gonna go with this adjuster and the girl that hit Coco Babe's car? Yeah, man. What is going on with that? I like the Deviant Moon for like practical things and work things. It's a very good deck for those kind of questions. Boom. Let's see what the energy is. Whoa, the Hanged Man energy. That's awesome. Okay, the Hanged Man says it's the acceptance of a situation. It's saying, all right, I am stuck here on this weird thing, hanging upside down. I'm here. I can't get off. So now I'm going to look over there and decide what to do next. This is good energy to say that, you know what, they're being held accountable. So you were told the girl had no license or insurance, and I was told I should sue her. Well, guess what, honey? If she doesn't have a license or insurance, she probably doesn't have any money. So when you sue her, you're going to be wasting a lot of your money. I'm not at all giving legal advice. I do not know anything about. I don't work in legal field, so that would be my thought. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen next. Yeah, you're going to get it. It's going to be fine, and this person will be penalized. You will get it. I'm not seeing like tons of money coming in or anything. I'm not seeing anything about money, but I am seeing that she is going to be held accountable. We have our lovers. Now, I'm not suggesting you are going to be in love with this person and be, hugging and things like that. But what the lovers would mean when it's not a love situation, it would mean that, that your connection, to this is strong. The happiness is there. I mean, think about what being in love would be like. Well, again, I'm not saying you're in love with your car or the insurance agent or this person, but it's saying, you know what, I'm happy with the way this worked out. The harmony blends with your insurance company. You know what? You have insurance, and that's why you have the uninsured motorist coverage. I used to work at State Farm for a little while. Now I don't know anything about insurance, so I just said that as kind of interesting. I've worked a little bit of everywhere, it seems like. But that's why you have the uninsured motorist coverage on your I don't know where you are in the world, but in the state of Illinois, it is required to have that. I don't know about the whole country, but in Illinois it is. That's where I am. Okay, so then we've got our Six of Wands. This says victory. This is the victory card. Literally, like I said, if I had to write something on this card, I'd write victory and recognition. You're being recognized as being the one, the winner here, the one who is not at fault. And the victory means the satisfaction, the money. I think it's going to come from your insurance. And then here we have our Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups, look at this guy's it looks like he's getting bonked on the head with the moon, but that's really her other hand. It just is an optical illusion. But look at him. Me. Why'd you do that? Me. And she doesn't have insurance. That's why her ears are closed, right? But that doesn't mean she's not going to be penalized. So I'm thinking you're fine. Okay, Coco Babe, you're in California. Look it up. I don't know if it's a federal thing or a state thing, but I do know because I live in Illinois. And I worked for an insurance company for a very, very brief time, 3 months. Anyway, I do know uninsured motorist coverage, which is included in liability that you are legally obligated to have here in Illinois. Sorry, that was loud. Let's see what the outcome is. Boom. Yeah, you're worrying about this. You don't need to worry about this. You feel like you're throwing yourself out your window, wringing your hands. Oh, but you don't need to. This is the Eight of Swords. This talks about being all self-imposed things, like not the reality, like somebody's tossing you out the window on the swords. No, this is what you're thinking is going to happen, right? You're thinking about it, honey, but it is not happening. I think it's going to be good. I think everything's going to be fine. She's going to be held accountable. These two cards here and this energy card on top of it, really, 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 really drive that home. This is saying success and acceptance of the situation. Recognition would be you are the one who is, I don't know what you call that, the winner. I guess it's not winner, but you know, you'll be the winner. All right, honey. I hope that helps, Coco Babe. We've got Dr. Red. We've got Dr. Red up next. Dr. Red. Oh, God. You knew I had to sing it, Dr. Red. All right. Dr. Red. Go ahead and type your question up, honey, if you haven't already. And then we have Charlie Bear. We have Kitty Wilson. We have Serena Lim. And then we have Ann Kristen, Shantae, and Armani. Thank you, guys, for your donation. I'm so glad to see you. Let me get that up there. And for any of you waiting for freebies, we are filling up with donations. I just wanted to let you know the donation list takes priority. So if anybody donates, including you, you will be on the donation list. The freebies are selected randomly when I do not have donations, just to let you guys know. I know some people who come in later might get confused. Yeah, here, Shantae has a good point. Your insurance company will pay for your damages and they will not legally increase your premium. Boom. Don't worry. Whoa. The adjuster was trying to total my car without even looking at my car. They said they would not come out and fix it because of COVID. I just want my car fixed. That's interesting. Looks like you're getting the money. I don't know, man. What about getting the money for the car? Get a new car, man. I don't mean it like laughing, like, but I don't know. Do you have some kind of emotional attachment to your car? You might. I would say, all right, man, I'm getting a new car. All right. Is this person I am thinking of meant to stay in my life? Am I expecting a reunion? Ooh, okay. Let's find out. We got lovey-doveyness. I really want to use this, but I haven't done it a lot, and they've changed so many names, so I don't want to get all tripped up, so I'm not going to use it right now. I'm still working on it. We're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Is this person that Dr. Red is thinking of meant to stay in their life? Or is there a reunion coming? Is this person meant to stay in Dr. Red's life? Okay. Alrighty. Let's take a look. Here's our energy card. And this is our spread. Okie dokie. Queen of Swords. Okay. Do you have some unresolved stuff with this person? Queen of Swords energy says, tell it like it is. You might have to be blunt. If there is some unresolved stuff, you say a reunion. So I'm assuming obviously this must be an ex or somebody that you knew in the past. The Queen of Swords isn't necessarily meaning that you have to, oh man, you better go in there, man. But it's saying if there is something that is unresolved, you're going to need to take care of that or it will derail. If you're feeling like there's really not much that I can think of, that we would need to talk about, well, first of all, give it a second look. But also this talks about, alternatively, it talks about kind of being emotionally careful. Be careful emotionally. Pull your emotions back when needed. But yeah, I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. Now, all right. So what have we got? Are you meant to be together? Well, you know what? Things come around, and we know this because we have the Wheel of Fortune here on the end. The Wheel of Fortune talks about things spinning and turning in the cycles. Here there's a scarab there, and it's turning like this. A lot of decks, they show people trying to crawl up and then falling over, and some of them are holding on, some of them fall. And what this means is a redo. If you fall off the wheel, get back on the wheel, right? And spinning it around. I wanted to point that one out first because it is the redo card. Something, you guys had something, man. Is there something you didn't talk about? Is there something you didn't resolve? The reason I'm asking is because our Queen of Swords energy is popping up, and we do have the King of Pentacles in our Death card. The Death card is not dying. Nobody ever worry about that. It's actually a good card, even though it looks kind of crappy. It's about people. It's about things ending and new things starting. So it's actually leading right into this. Something ended, and now it's starting again, and runs right into our wheel. So that looks like, yes, that there is something, but there is something that you need to resolve to make it be successful, or at least have more of a not tendency, but leaning toward being successful. I'm losing my vocabulary. I don't know why. The King of Pentacles talks about somebody who hates change, somebody who's kind of rigid. Court cards are almost always going to be personality types. Not always, but almost always. Anyway, so somebody is needing to get something off their chest. Somebody else with our King of Pentacles is saying, I don't like to change. So somebody who doesn't like to change, and somebody is saying you need to change. See? So something has to be worked out a little bit. But I do see that it comes around. You don't want to keep riding the wheel. Do you see what I mean? You don't want to keep riding the wheel. Again, I'm not sure because I don't know what your backstory is with it. But this is pretty strong, and that I can't ignore it because there's two people there. All right, so let's see what the outcome card is. I want to see a little bit more. Boom. Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is something new starting. Swords is all about truth. We want some truth here because I feel like there's something conflicting, Maybe that's something coming up. If it's not something you feel like it's happening now, maybe that's a little bit of something the energy's picking up on coming up. But I'm feeling like, you guys are just missing a step here until you kind of talk it through. Swords is the suit of communication, and there it is, the Ace of Swords. You're going to have a conversation. It doesn't have to be dastardly, disastrous, awful, oh my God, we got to work through this terrible thing that happened. No, maybe it's just getting right with knowing what you're wanting from each other. Maybe that, do you see what I mean? It doesn't have to be a huge thing. So, yeah, so it looks like something is going to come about. Something is coming about. Let us do another one, though. I need to do a throwdown for this because I want to see, while I do see it coming around and coming around, does that mean, is this what's meant to stay in your life? Are you going to work it out and stay? I think he's coming, but is he going to stay? Is it going to, all right, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords talks about, having ideas that, you move on from different ideas. You move on from something. The death of an idea, that's really the only way I can think of to say it. It talks about not repeating past mistakes. It talks about kind of finalizing something that you've been thinking about. This, I think you need to be careful. I think you need to be careful. I don't think it's saying you can't work it through or it won't work out, but there is something here. Something here. And if it's not something you can think of right now what that would be, it might be something that's coming up. Now you can resolve it. Remember what I said, the tarot is a snapshot of what's happening right now if nothing changes. Well, you now have an idea. You got a snapshot. You got to make sure you're on the same page or you're going to keep spinning on the wheel. You can do that by having good communication. If you don't do that, then we're looking at kind of like the death of an idea. We're looking at things not looking so hot. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Dr. Red, I think it can be okay. I think you just, if you don't, there's something you got to resolve. There's something there you got to iron out. All right, Dr. Red, I hope that helped. What am I doing? Charlie Bear, that's what I'm doing. Whoop, whoop. Charlie Bear, go ahead and write your question if you have not already. I'm going to scoot back up and just see if I can find it. I do not see it. So go ahead, Charlie Bear. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. I want to ask about future career again. It seems to be stuck, but I'm afraid I am asking too much. Do you mean asking too much at work for what you want, or money? Are we talking about, or are you asking too much in your question? Clarify that for me while I get another deck. How about, we need Wizard's Tarot. Yeah, we do. But let's just see. Is there a different way of asking? Oh, the question. Okay. Future career. That's very general. So the best way to ask a tarot question is to say, let me think how to ask this the best way. Sometimes being very specific. Asking the tarot too much. Okay. That's why I wasn't sure which one you're meaning. I want to ask about my future career. How about, okay, so let's dial it down. Maybe that's why we need to dial it down. How about, why am I stuck in my career? Why am I stuck in my career? Let's try it that way, Charlie Bear. Does that sound good? Why am I stuck in my career? Okay. What's happening with the career? Why does it seem stuck? Why does it seem stuck? Future career. I know. I think sometimes, we all get in our own head. I mean, we have to because we're thinking, but I mean, it's like sometimes, even me, not that I'm so great or anything, but even me, even like with the tarot show, sometimes I'm like, it's going super well, and then other times it's like, nobody's looking at my stuff. What's going on? So it's like up and down and your own worst enemy. But I realize this is a work situation. Corona is oftentimes a problem. All right, so we've got the moon as our energy. Okay, the moon is talking about the next phase. This talks about the next phase. It talks about not taking the easy route. Well, this certainly hasn't been easy because it's taking forever, right? So you're not taking the easy route, but this is saying, you might have to be dealing with that, It talks about being gentle with yourself and things like that. So being calm, the moon draws you through. Now, if you can see, there's scary stuff here, dogs and this weird looking crabby thing. And the idea, the symbolism is that the moon will draw you through. The moon is always pulling you. You don't even have to think about it. The moon controls the tides, for God's sakes. We know the moon does a lot of things with energy, right? So it's saying that you are going to get through this. You're probably sitting here right now. Do you see that with the dogs and this weird looking crab thing? And you're like, it's never going to happen. I feel like I'm stuck. I can't move through past this crab and get through there. The moon says you're going to make it through. Does that make sense? All right. So let's see what else. Why are we stuck here? Okay. Why are we being stuck? Well, it's about money. I'll tell you that right now. It's about money. You're ready to rock and roll. You're the Knight of Wands. You're ready to do it. You're ready to go get it. This is our go get him night. He's the one who's got his head on. He's the one who knows what is up, and he's got his passion and all that stuff flowing. But then we have our King of Cups right after it. Now, the King of Cups, he's a great guy. He's secure. He knows what he's doing, but he doesn't want to get emotionally kind of hurt. He doesn't like to be criticized. He doesn't like to. This is somebody there. Somebody there is worried about budget. Here's the Four of Pentacles saying, hold on to that money. Somebody here is not wanting to be criticized for making the wrong call about the budget. This is about the budget. I know it. You're ready to go. This is probably your hiring manager, whoever's in charge of that department, that role, not wanting to get the smack down because you're supposed to be on a budget freeze. It's supposed to, or on a hold, or they only have so much, and that kind of a thing. Yeah, we need a little more though. So let's look at our outcome. We got to check out the cut card. This is our outcome. Boom. Yep. All right. So Hangman. So the Hangman is about kind of accepting where you are right now and looking kind of where it's going to go, forward. It's like about looking for a new way to, well, first of all, for you not to lose your sanity here, right? You got to just say it's playing out. There's nothing I can do. We're going to ask it if there's anything you can do. But it is saying, you know what, this is where I am. This also talks too about people seeing it from a different direction at work. Who is that? Well, whoever's holding back the money might free it up and say, now we can do something with that money. Do you see? So it's twofold. You and them. You, so you don't lose your sanity. You got to kind of look at it differently. For them, look at it differently. We have the money. Do you see? All right, so we're going to do one more. Is there something Charlie can do to get this moving? Get it moving. We need some movement. All right, we got the Six of Pentacles. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh my. Okay, the Six of Pentacles. This is about a journey. This is about things kind of, you got to be able. Okay, let me start over. I'm losing my words. The Six of Pentacles. It's about helping people, about giving to other people. You are needing to stand out. You need to stand out. Do that by helping people who are not only within where you are, but perhaps your managers, your bosses. What can I do to help? Or I would love to help take that project over so that you have more time for this or that. It's almost about, I don't want to say be a sycophant, but I do mean, so don't be an ass kisser, but but it does say, helping people would be a way to get people to look at you. Let me see what you're saying. We are looking at letting people go in the company, so you're looking outside as well. That is very smart because you do need to cover your bases. You got to do a CYA, cover your ass. So that is very smart. But if you're wanting to move forward here, this outcome card is saying that moving forward or getting recognized, offering that help. Be there. Be the Dwight in the office. Don't be a weirdo like Dwight. But what can I do to help? I would love to take over that. Or, I would love more responsibility. Do you have anything I can add? Be there, showing it off. Do you see what I mean? You're creating your value. Not that you're not valuable now, but you're making it even more valuable by being there in somebody's face. Don't be annoying and stupid about it. But do you see what I mean? How can I help? How can I help? Yeah. Yeah. Charlie Bear. Well, I hope that helped. I know you've been waiting a very long time. But I will say this, my dear, if they're letting people go, I know you've been waiting a long time. It kind of sounds like you are not needing to worry. Is that the feeling you get? don't know. I would think, they'd start making cuts, Oh, but yeah, you're smart to kind of be doing a CYA just in case. Get your resume ready, start applying. Nobody has to know. You can turn them down if, you know, you can go interview. Keep it, you know, do CYA. CYA. Oh, well, thank you, Charlie Bear. I hope that helps. Kitty, thank you very much. Kitty's donation question is, I keep trying to break it off with CE, and it seems like he isn't doing the work to fix our relationship. Why won't he just let me go? All right, Kitty Wilson, let us find out what is up with that. We're going to use Chakra Wisdom. Beautiful deck. Why won't he let me go? First of all, oh, Charlie Bear's saying our team got hit 2 years ago. We are safe for them. So that's perfect. You know you're safe right now. Step it up by saying, you know, and again, don't be a kiss ass. Don't be annoying. People will see through that, but you get what I mean. You know, hey, is there something I can do? I mean, kind of read the room, see if it makes sense to say that. But that's how you're going to get recognized. Offering your help. Offering your help. Even with your managers, is there something I can do to take that off your plate? Or, you know what, I'm really interested in such and such. Do you have something I can do that would help you out? Make it about them. Everybody always wants to know what is in it for me. It's how all people operate, unfortunately. It's true, though. What's in it for me? That's how you drive it home, right? All right. So, CE, what is up with you? And oh, what I was going to say to you, Kitty, was look at that song from Pink. Leave Me Alone, what is it called? Leave Me Alone, I'm Lonely. It's hilarious. But it talks about somebody who's like, what I would think you were saying. Who doesn't like Pink, man? Pink is awesome. But it's go away, I'm lonely, come back. Or no, go away, you bother me, come back, I'm lonely. You do everything above and beyond for him. I remember actually when you're saying that. Okay, let's see. You keep trying to break up and he's not taking it. Well, you do everything. So I'll tell you right now what it is. I can tell you without even looking at this. Something that is playing into it is you don't want to break up. You do not. I can tell by the way you asked the question. You are trying to do everything for him. You don't do that with somebody you want to break up with, do you? I'll tell you what, when I want to break up, I mean, I'm using this as if somebody wants to break up and they really are done, they're done. Do you see? We're out. We're done. Get out. You know, we're done. But you clearly have something that you are still connected and are maybe you don't even want to admit it to yourself. Let's see. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're looking for a redo. You're looking for a start over. That's what our 3 of Wands energy is saying. You're wanting to start over. Yeah, I know that's what you want because that is what you literally said. Yes, you're wanting tradition. This looks like you might also be wanting marriage. This is our Hierophant. You're wanting these things. You're wanting these things. This is literally reading all of you. This is all about you. We want to see why he won't let you go. The tradition is there. This, I think, this is about you. You want this marriage or not even a marriage like per se, but you want that connection, that long-term commitment. Doesn't necessarily have to be the full, Monty here with a marriage, but you're wanting to start that over. The 6 of Wands, that would be what makes you feel good to start over in this loving way. He is not doing it. He has put the brakes on, or he is ruining your way you think it's supposed to happen. And we've got our Page of Coins here. This is our Princess of Coins, which is the page. And he talks about, well, he or she, this page is a girl. The page talks about upcoming challenges, things that are there. This is Pentacles, so it usually has something to do with everyday life. Are you two living together? If you're living together, he doesn't want to not have a house. That's why. He doesn't have anywhere else to go. Are you paying for a lot of things? He doesn't want to lose your money. He is much older and set in his ways. You don't want him. You just want him to change. Okay. All right. Well, if you don't want him, why do you want him to change? I don't mean to be, I'm not asking in a snotty way. I'm seriously just asking because I don't understand that. I mean, I hope people change and are happy. And you know what I like, when someone I'm not wanting to be with, I'll be like, okay, I wish you well on your journey. Good luck, but don't come in my journey. He has his own home with the 17-year-old. Okay. Well, it has something to do with physical life. So that's why I asked, do you guys live together? Are you paying for things? You don't want it to end. Okay. Well, I thought you did because of the way it is. Why won't he let you go? You don't want to leave. That's why he won't let you go. He knows you. Okay. Let's see what our cut card is. And then we'll build off of that. Ready, go. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So it has to do again with physical everyday life. Aces are always about new things, new information, new beginnings. If you want to be done, honey, you just got to be done. Time heals all. You will feel better. The Ace of Coins is saying, give yourself some time. If you want to break up, you break up. You don't have to he can't hold you there. You're letting him hold you. He can't hold you. Has he got a rope on you? No. Might be sad for a couple days, but all right. Why won't he he has never had a woman like me that loves him, and I think I scare him. Well, if he's not going to turn it around, okay, how about this? Will it turn around? Will Kitty's person, CE, turn around? Change. Make change. Let's just say change. Temperance. We're looking at balance coming in. Okay. So temperance is about looking for balance. It talks about letting old resentments go. But one of the things that it also stands for is accepting what can't be changed. What is it about what he's doing makes you want to change him? I don't know. And I'm not asking you to tell me, but there is something you're wanting him to change. Is he not giving you time? Is he not giving, not money, like, hey, here's your check? I don't mean that. Is he not, including you into we're not going out on an outing. We're not going out, we're not doing things as a family, with the son. We're not doing those things. You want this. You've got glasses on. You know what your glasses are right now? You've got your romantic glasses on. You've got your romantic glasses on. You are not in charge of CE's life. You are not put here on this earth to make sure CE is happy. You are not his mom. You are not his mentor. Quite frankly, you're not even his wife. So if he's not doing what you need him to do, then guess what? You're in charge of you. You're in charge of you. When I asked about change, it said accept what cannot be changed and bring balance back in your life. So, yeah, honey, I just think it's going to be more of the same. And of course, he won't let you go. He knows you don't really want to break up. You can say that all day. He knows you're not gonna. He knows you're not gonna. You don't want to break up. Okay. Well, then that changes things. I'll do a throwdown for you. But yeah, that's why he won't let you go. You don't want to break up. Well, let's put these back. Okay. So, if he's not going to be the way you want him to be, why do you keep trying? Guess what? You're going to get over it, and you're going to meet somebody better. You can't meet somebody better while you're still reading this book that CE has your life trapped in. 7 of Coins. All right, we keep getting coins. It has something to do with everyday life. This is somebody who has patience. He does not want to be alone. You must be the type of person who makes his day for him. He does not want to be alone, but I'm telling you, honey, you got to watch out. People like that, as soon as they do find somebody else who will do something more for them, that's what they'll go to. You are not his servant. You are not his therapist. You are not any of those things. Whoa, I'm getting upset, kitty. I don't want you getting screwed. That's why I'm getting upset. You've started dating someone else. Good. Focus on that. And don't, why are you having to do everything? Why are you having to do it all? Why should you? If he's never had a woman like that who loves him, he's never going to. Because guess what? If he's not going to respond to all your awesomeness, well then, bye. You're blinded, but now I see. I was blind. Did you ever hear, I see, said the blind man to the deaf mute. That's often what happens, right? But I know what you mean. I can see clearly now. All right, my friend. All right. Yeah, we're going to shut down the list with what we've got. Thank you so much there for keeping me organized, Jaded Kate. We are going to go ahead and read Serena's next. Where'd it go? I just saw it. Serena, and then we've got Ann Kristen. Then we've got, where'd it go? We've got Shantae, we've got Armani, and we have another one for Kitty. I wrote Ann Kristen's name twice on my list. That's why I was confused. All right, Serena, let's get to your question. Armani, you're up next, or no, you're not. I'm sorry. We've got Serena, Ann Kristen, Shantae, and then Armani, then Kitty. So let's get to Serena. I just saw it, I thought. Oh, here it is. I found it. All right. You just raised some prices on my page after deliberating for some time. Is this a positive impact on my sales in the long run? Okay, let's see. Let's use the light seers. Let's find out what we've got. All right. All right. All right. So raising the prices, is this a positive thing for Serena Lynn's business? This is a positive thing. Raising the prices, is that going to help? All right. Let's see what we've got with our Light Seers Tarot. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we got the star. That's great energy for this. We got to see what these are, of course, but our star says that, that's like the star of hope. That's like leading people in. Like, look at that, leading you to the star. The star is recognition, so being led to you. So this, we got to see what these are, but this right here says that, yes, this will be positive. Let's see what these are, though, and see if that impacts the meaning. All right. So yeah, I think it is going to be good. I think you're going to be fine. Okay. And I think it'll actually be positive. Okay, well, let me not jump ahead. The star is people are being led to you, pulled toward you. The star is opening up, and there may be one or two, then maybe 20, maybe 100, they're all coming in, but they will be there. You know how I know? Because we have our Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, some of the time when you look up, like, what would this person be? Actually, I think I learned this from Tarot Oracle, has a training. If you've never visited Tarot Oracle's site or channel, you should. He's really good. And he has a lot of training things and it's really good to learn all the time. And one of the things he says is the Queen of Wands is like the CEO of her own business. That's exactly what you are. The Queen of Wands does well. She's successful. Everybody loves her. But we're talking about money. We're talking about sales. So this is success. But what else do we have? We have our Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles is money. We're talking about sales. This is the Queen. So this is good. The Queen is financially secure. She is financially stable. She loves her money too. Look at her. She's got her little pentacle in there. In the traditional, like the Rider-Waite and everything, the Queen is actually looking at her money, like looking at my money, looking at my money. So this is talking about, yes, that looks good. Now remember, we talked about the World card, about, it always is turning, it's always running. It sometimes can indicate cycles, repeating and things like that. But one of the things that the World card is about is this talks about, it's like the wishes card. It can be about anything is possible. And you know what? I know I've said this to you a bunch of times about how it goes so up and down. That's what we're seeing the wheel for. So things are still going to go up and down like a normal cycle. And if you start charting it, you might see the end of the month is a bad time, or on Tuesday it's a bad time, or, whatever. You're going to see that. If you're not already charting it, start charting it. But yeah, I think this is going to be a positive thing. Let's take a look at our cut card and see what our outcome energy is. You ready? Hiya! Queen of Swords. This is awesome. This is awesome for business. The Queen of the Queen of Wands is like the CEO, knows how to get everything done. Our Queen of Wands, she is the organized one. She's very much a blunt person. She does paperwork. She tells people how it is. You got a vendor on the phone, you want the Queen of Swords to come on. You want to get more customers, you want your Queen of Wands to come out. You want to make money, you get your Queen of Pentacles. Do you see this? We have 3 queens here. 3 queens. This is you. You are powerful, my friend. You are doing a good job. We have 3 court cards and we have 2 majors. So this is very strong. I think you're making the right move. Our Queen of Pentacles, though, does remind you that you always have to be thinking forward. You can't just be like, you don't need to overwhelm yourself in the moment and think about 100 things. But when you got one thing going, like your price change, now start thinking about your next thing. Are you doing something different with marketing? Are you doing something different with your inventory? Do you see what I mean? You got to be continuing to grow. It's a foot on the gas, not a punch. It's a foot on the gas, not a ooh. And the prices, that's one thing. We got to keep our foot on the gas. Oh, that looks good, Serena. That one was super clear. Oh, that was really clear. All right, Serena, you're on the right track. You're the Queen of Wands, my friend. That's you. All right. Then we've got Anne Kristen. Thank you. Wow. You were perfect dropping that down there right when I said your name. Yes, Serena. Whoop, whoop. This question is just for fun. Will I ever win big, like over 100K on the lottery one day? Let's see. And we're going to use our deviant moon. I love this one for like practical, functional money job. I love this one for that. You're welcome, Serena. You're doing great, Queen of Wands. All right. Will Anne Kristen ever win big on the lottery? Are we looking at some money? Are we looking at money? Are we looking at lottery winnings for Anne Kristen? All right. We want to see the world card, my friend. We want to see the world card because that's a wishes fulfilled card. All the cards mean a lot of things, and then the reader's intuition and all that good stuff. But for this question, I would love to see the wheel. So let's see what we've got. If it's the wheel, I'm going to fall over. No, it's strength. Okay, that's still good. The strength card is, well, as the name implies, it's about strength, but it's about having resources. It's talking about being patient and strong, like I said. And now look at him, he's stick his head in that weird fishy thing's mouth, but he's not worried. He's going to keep holding on. So this is about holding on. So I don't know what that's going to mean in these cards. So let's see. Let's just see. The Devil, Hierophant, and the Moon. All right, I'm not seeing money, but look at this. We have all majors. They are all major arcana. The Strength card talks about, again, overcoming obstacles, patience, boom, boom, boom. It's going into the Devil. The Devil. Don't worry, the Devil is not the devil. It is not a crazy evil card. It talks about that you have stored power you're not using. This talks about things that are kind of in your control, which to me doesn't sound like luck, like a lottery thing. It sounds like in your control. The reason it does mean in your control, but the reason I also say that is because we have our Hierophant up here next. This talks about tradition. This talks about, how you go through life and following the rituals of life and things like that, how life kind of comes and, evolves. And that's what our Moon card is saying too. Things evolve. We've got the energy of the phases of the moon going here. So what I'm seeing, and I'll pull a cut card, but I'm not seeing lottery winning. I'm seeing a super strong message for you, though, saying that you have more power than you realize to make this money yourself. You cannot necessarily win like 100,000 or a million or whatever. That clearly would be awesome. And I'm not saying I don't know what you do. Maybe you will make $1 million. That's awesome. But it's saying that you have this power within yourself and that your life is probably following a little bit more of a traditional path in terms of your money and your expectations, what you can expect. But yeah, so I'm not seeing lottery winnings. I'm not. I am seeing, though, very strongly that you have some power you're not using. All right, let's see what our cut card is. Go. All right, it's a burden. So, okay, so 10 of Wands talks about a burden. It talks about being kind of in charge of what you're doing. So this is saying, focus on what you're doing, make a plan. You need to listen to, Ann Kristen, if you are interested in, trying to set goals or to get ahead financially and things like that. Serena, you might like this too because it helps with sales. Brian Tracy. He's an older person. It's kind of been a while. His name is Brian. I'm going to write it. I don't know if he's still alive, actually. So look him up. I just put it in the chat. Go on YouTube. There's tons of clips. He's a really good one for increasing your setting goals. I think he's the one who wrote Eat the Elephant, or, oh God, I used to know these like the back of my hand, and I can't think. But check that out. Yes, you need to do the work, hon. You need to do the work. Yeah, you guys, the deviant moon does look a little crazy, doesn't it? I like it though. It's kind of it's really good for functional, for pentacles type questions. I really love it for that. All right, Shanae, how are you, Shanae? You're welcome, Ann Kristen. Shante, I'm sorry, I wrote it wrong. Shante, you're welcome, Ann Kristen. Good luck. Thinking money thoughts for you. Money thoughts. All right. You've not spoken to Shawnee because he ghosted me last month. I hired him as my attorney when we were dating, and the office called me today. Should I respond? I can hire somebody else, but don't know. Ugh. All right. I don't like that. All right. So let's see. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like your question. I'm saying I don't like them not doing what you're doing. In a month, they ghosted you. He ghosted you. You hired him as his attorney when we were dating, and the office called you today. Well, they're probably calling to see if you still want to pursue whatever you were pursuing. You're welcome, Serena. Right. So we're going to use the modern spellcasters. I don't know, man. You can hire someone else. Quite frankly, if it were me and I broke up with, and I'd be like, see ya. I'd be going somewhere else. Only because I wouldn't want them in my business. And the sooner you shut the window, the sooner they go away. That's what I think. But let's see what the cards think. We don't care about that. We want to know what the cards say. So, what's going on with this attorney's office, the X? Okay. So, there's our energy. Now, of course, if you've already invested a ton of time, I mean, maybe there's a partner there that you could work with. You don't even need to see him then. If you've already invested a lot of time and money, that is something to consider. But, just from the emotional standpoint, I was like, that was why I said that. All right, let's see what our energy is. 5 of Cups. All right, 5 of Cups talks about being kind of disappointed, moving on. Not, look at him. He's pouring out all those cups. He is not wanting those cups, right? He is pouring them out, discarding them. So let us see what else this is going on. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you've already started this journey. You've already started this journey with this attorney, but he blew you off and has been completely unresponsive, and now the office is calling. Yeah, this is about pouring things away. This is about disappointment. This is about giving things up. And then we've got here our new opportunity. Our new opportunity to start something new, a new journey. It's our 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is always about kind of looking out there and seeing where I can go. Notice in this deck, though, she's got her bird kind of flowing out there. That kind of is about testing the waters. I think that's what the bird is doing. A bird goes out there, and making sure that everything's okay, leading the way maybe. Leading the way for what? Leading the way for a new journey, because we got the Fool. The Fool is talking about taking first steps. But one of the things that we don't talk a lot about with the Fool, this is talking about being careful not to make hasty choices. You don't want to step off when it's a good thing, like, I can't wait to get started. Let's just go. I'm going to jump right in. Well, you're thinking about starting a new journey, starting with this new attorney, right? But it's being careful. Don't make hasty choices. You know why I know that? because we got the devil here. The devil card, this talks about breaking, you needing to break free from things, from people who are domineering, people who are holding you back, people make you feel trapped, people who are icky. That's not in any tarot books. That's what I say. People who are icky. I think he's icky for blowing you off. I don't like that. So this is saying you want to explore some new things, but it is very clear that you need to really be careful who you choose. You don't want to be hasty. If you already know of somebody, if you've already done some research, I don't think anything bad is necessarily going to happen if you stay. I think it's more the emotional component of it. So let's see what our cut card is, and then we'll be able to tell what we are looking at. All right, ready? Ooh, almost dropped it. Ready? This is the outcome energy. Go. You're juggling your time and money. Okay, it's a toss-up. Okay, so here's you deciding between these two things. This is where you're deciding. I think, you know what, you'll be fine if you stay. But if you go, you're going to want to be careful because there are unscrupulous people. This is not news. We could easily figure that out on our own. This is about balancing it. You're already saying that you're on the fence. You don't know what to do. This tells me that this is kind of more of the same. You're going to keep feeling that. I want a little bit more. This is not summing it up enough. So we got to put out another one. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Don't let your pride get in the way. Okay. This is what it's saying. All right. So we know what that is. And then we've got this new journey. We're ready to go, but we're testing the waters. We don't want to jump in too hastily because people out there are shitty. Here you are balancing it. This just confirms what we knew, gave you some advice. And then I said, give me one more. And it says, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't let your pride get in the way. I think what this is saying is to go ahead and call them back and say, yes, this is maybe there's a partner, someone who can carry your case. I mean, take your case. Is this a big law firm? Is this person going to be even there? Check that out. If you decide emotionally like it's a little too much, and that's the only thing I see as a problem. Emotionally, if it's too much, that means you need to look elsewhere, but you also need to be very careful. And it's really coming in strong because these are two majors. Okay. But you're balancing it, and you don't let your pride get in the way. Don't let your pride get in the way. So I think you'd be okay. Yes, I think you'd be okay. Call them. Call them. Call them and see what they have to say. And at the very least, the call will allow you to say, remove my name from your client list. You know, at the worst case scenario, that's what you say. And then you move on, and then you trial and error. You do your research. You were going to anyway. Yeah. It's his firm. Okay. I don't like that. It's his firm. I read what the cards say. What I say is bye. That's what I say. That's what I say. I wouldn't. I would not. Unless I spent already a shit ton of money. Or I was already in the middle of some complicated case. Seriously, I would be like, see ya. I don't want anything to do with you. You ghosted me and now I'm ghosting you. Call them back. It's probably just the secretary or the whoever, you know, I don't mean to minimize whoever that is. The clerk, I don't know. Call them back. See what they want. Ick. I say ick. All right. Our money's up next, and then we have Kitty Wilson. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Let me see where your question is, my dear. You haven't spent any money, but he'll make money. Personal injury. Ew. Shantae, I'm telling you what I say, and I say ick. Don't do it. I say. You saw what the card said. The card said you'd be okay if you did it. Your cards say, don't let pride get in the way, do it. Personally, though, I wouldn't. That's Denise saying that, though, not the cards. And you know what? You need, maybe one thing you can do is just to call them and be like, all right, what the hell's this? And then at the very least, you can be like, all right, you can remove me from my client list. I already have representation elsewhere. Click, bye, thank you, have a nice day, whatever. And then find your new lawyer. He doesn't need any money. Why should he get money? All right. Our money. Boy, I'm getting mad today, aren't I? I'm sticking up for you guys. All right. Where is Armani's question? I know Armani had to pop in and out, so there's you talking. But I'm not seeing you, or maybe you had to pop out. Oh, there you are. There you are. Thank you. I thought maybe you had to pop out. Kitty Wilson is up next. All right, Armani. What are Deuce's feelings toward me? Ooh, okay. So we're doing a feelings, and more feelings. What do I want to use? Oh, let's use our manga. Ooh, that's what I get for singing. All right. So, what are Deuce's feelings toward Armani? What are Deuce's feelings toward Armani? All right, Armani. What are you feeling, Deuce? Okay. Let's put out an energy card, and then we're going to put out our spread. I am going to pop up my banner. I just realized I didn't do it. I am going to put this last reading up. Obviously, I still have Kitty, so don't panic. Just in case anybody new comes in, I don't want anybody confused. All right. We got in an argument, and he hasn't spoken to me since last night or answers me my text. Oh, so you guys had an argument. Okay. Woo. Well, sometimes, I don't know, man. Some people need more time than others, and sometimes that's just the way it goes. All right, we've got our Empress card as our energy. Now, the Empress card is a good card for nurturing things. It talks about a need for kind of like tender, loving care. It's also about growing things, like, growing things. What was your argument? You don't have to tell me, but was it something that might actually you can grow from in some way? After it's all said and done, would you look back on it and be like, oh yeah, well, we kind of moved forward based on that after we got through that, or blah, 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 something like that? I don't know. You have to think about it. All right, so what are his feelings right now? Well, we start off here. We've got our Seven of Swords. Right now he's mad. Right now he's just not having it. The Seven of Swords talks about kind of feeling like a loss of power. So that's probably why he's not answering back. I don't know what your argument was about. I don't know how you left it, and maybe you feel like, well, he's in charge and I'm not. I mean, I don't know, but whatever happened, he feels like he lost some ground. He lost some standing there. We have our Empress energy for the whole thing, which talks about nurturing. So obviously you're going to have to respect his need for that peace, that time, that time. At the same time, though, we want to keep things growing. I do see things happening after this, though. He is I think he's still mad. But the High Priestess says, rise above. So this is where he will rise above. Or Deuce, I don't know, he or she. You did say he. Okay. I always try to be gender neutral, but sometimes I just keep talking. But anyway, so this talks about rising above things. Not letting pettiness get involved. So while I think he's still mad right now, and communication, that's swords, communication, he's holding that back. He needs to be left alone maybe, because the tender loving care, the relationship is still growing. Here's where he gets over it. And then this is the Chariot. The Chariot talks about moving forward. This talks about excitement. This talks about like clearing the clutter out and, just moving forward. So I think right now he's still mad, but I think it's ultimately gonna change. I think this is the theme, that joyful, loving, nurturing feeling where things are growing. This fight, this argument, or how you handle it is going to be something too that might be a sense of growth for you guys. So let's see what the cut card is and decide how it might play in. Boom. King of Coins. Okay, so again, I am thinking he's still mad right now, or feeling like loss of power in some way, holding back his communication, the swords. But we end up with King of Cups, excuse me, coins. Our King of Coins, that's Pentacles. This is somebody who is very much a promoter of others. This is somebody who likes to rise people up. This is somebody who who has a really good business aptitude, stuff like that, because it is coins. But I don't think that's what stands out. What stands out to me here, though, is that talking about other people, saying, you know what, this person is great. I really care about this person. That's the kind of thing that the King of Coins does. So I ultimately think it's going to circle back and be okay. But I do think right now he's holding back his communication. He feels like there's been a loss of power and he might need some time. Not sure if, oh, you're saying he's an earth sign. Well, there you go, man. That's our pentacles. That's an earth sign for you right there. So I think it's gonna circle back, hon. He's gonna be okay. But I do think he perhaps needs some time, or he needs some tender loving care, or he needs to feel like somehow he has some power. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to lie or that you're supposed to, be a fluffer. Anybody knows what that means. I don't mean you're supposed to just walk around catering to his ego, but, there are things that, in an argument, sometimes there are always things we wish we could take back or say differently, or, still make our point, but yet doing it in a way that's received a different way. Perhaps he feels like he lost power in some way. But again, I do see it circling back. And that's the theme, the Empress. So that's joy, that's growing. Definitely. Oh, definitely, Armani. Well, good luck. I know that sucks. I know. We've all been there. We've all been there, right? All right. Well, good luck. All right, Kitty Wilson. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. I want to know, is it CE's mother, an ex, or his friends that came between our relationship? Ooh. All right. Well, let's use Anna Kay. You're welcome, Armani. Good luck. I'm thinking good thoughts for you, hun. All right. We're going to use Anna Kay, and we want to know, we're going to do this a little differently because we're talking about 3 people, or 3 scenarios, 3 situations. All right, so we're going to do this a little different. We're talking about CE's mom, an ex, or friends. Who came in between the relationship with CE and Kitty Wilson? All right, so we're going to do this. Mom, ex, friends. We're going to clarify each. And we're going to see what is up. We're going to see which one is the most likely. And who knows, it might be more than one, right? Okay, I'm going to move those down, and I'm going to pull these here so you can see. I apologize because I'm looking at my hands when I read the cards. I'm looking at my hands, and then I look up, and I'll be like, oh, geez, it's not even in the right frame. Okay. Okay, so we've got mom. We have got an ex. We've got friends. The ex is gone, I do believe, but let's just take a look. All right, so, oh, geez, that's not helping, is it? Let me do it this way. That way we can see better. All right, so what have we got with mom? With our 7 of Cups, this is all about choices. It's about not wanting to make the wrong choice. I think mom was thinking that perhaps, our 6 of Swords talks about baggage. It talks about having to go slowly to get to the place where we've resolved our baggage and things like that. Mom might have felt like, maybe not necessarily against you, but it was saying, maybe, son, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Maybe you've got some baggage you haven't worked out. This is mom helping her son. She's thinking she's helping, right? So I think that mom had that thought, but we have to see, what is it that came between? Mom thinks maybe that he hasn't gotten over stuff or dealt with stuff, or maybe he's moving too quickly. Maybe that could be the slowness. Now we've got an ex. The ex is gone. I do not believe it's the ex. We have the Death card. This is the end of something and the beginning of something new, and it is clarified with our 3 of Pentacles. This talks about past work. So starting something new based off of past work, but it's the death. It's the death of something that the past work was bringing about. So they had a relationship. That's the past work. Relationship this month, breakup, Death card. Do you see? So there it is. I don't think it's an ex. And then we've got friends. We've got the Magician, and it is clarified by our Chariot. The Magician, this is the Law of Attraction card. This is the card you want to see for manifestation, for things like that. Our Magician is creating new things. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Our Chariot, though, is moving. And this talks about, you know, clearing the clutter of your life, just having fun. The friends just want to have fun. They are not interested in that. And I suppose if you were part of the fund, I don't think that would be a problem. The friends just want to have some fun. I don't think they're saying much of anything. I think mom might be concerned that things aren't going well. I'm going to go with mom. The ex thing, I'm definitely saying no to the friends. I'm saying no to that. Yeah, that could be something, but that's not going anywhere, even if it is in there. I think it is mom. I do think that maybe, you know, mom is not saying, oh, God, Kitty's awful. We don't want to be with Kitty. I think it's not wanting to be with anybody. I think mom thinks she's helping. Yeah. Let me see what you're saying. He's an earth sign. Oh, that's Armani. Sorry. You've been dating since September. He had baggage. I tell him all the time his friends are not his friends, and they keep him away doing negative things. There you go. They just want to have fun. Let's go have some fun. We're going to, whether it's negative, positive, or what, I'm going to have some fun. And let's go do it. Let's go have some fun. These are the friends. Friends. They want to just have fun. Girlfriend, she's gone. Don't think that's an issue. It's mom. It is mom. It is mom. And I do think it's probably mom thinking she's helping, guiding him. It's mom. It's mom. I'm going to go with mom. Definitely. Let's see. You tell him all the time his friends are not helping. Yup. And you think it's his mom too. See? Yup. I think you're right, Kitty. I think you got it right on there. Definitely. I think mom's getting in the way. I don't see her, though, like blowing it up or, oh, not that one. Where'd it go? I don't see her blowing it up like, oh, there's fire and all this other crazy stuff. I think it's more like I'm trying to convince you and not let me guide you over to something else. There are, you know, you have baggage that you have to deal with, and there are more things out there. You're confused. You don't know how to make the right choice. His mom acts like she is his girlfriend and he is 41. There she is. Come on, son. Yep. It's mom. It's mom for sure. And now that you're giving me more, it definitely makes that even more clear. Ooh. That is awesome. Well, not awesome, but an awesome clear reading, I mean. Oh my goodness. Well, good luck, Kitty. That sucks. I know that's not what you want to hear. That sucks. But yeah, and the friends just want to have some fun. They don't even care about anything else, it looks like. They're just wanting to have some fun. Whoa. All right, my friends, I want to say thank you so much. I had a great time. I love reading for you guys. I care about you guys. I even get upset when I feel like girls are doing you wrong, or work's not answering. I mean, all these things. I get all kind of hot and bothered because I want life to be good for you guys. All right. Well, please, I don't know if you heard me earlier. Please do write a comment on the show about what you would like me to read on for the timeless messages. I'm doing one a day, and I want to hear what you guys want to see. So please comment on the video and let me know something you might like to see a timeless message uploaded reading on. Otherwise, you guys have a great weekend. I will be seeing you next Friday. I didn't mean to say that. And in the meantime, I'm uploading every day. So make sure you come and check it out. Have a great weekend.